Hey, what's up, Walkman here? Some thoughts on some wrestling news that was going on. Now, if you don't know, apparently anything and everything's on the table for WrestleMania. Meaning, know how silly or ridiculous, like stuff like Hulk Hogan versus Linda McMahon, like discussion shit like that. Like, you know, who Pat McAfee is. He is a former football player. Very entertaining on commentary. They did very well on I believe he was in two different matches. Once against Adam Cole when he was in NXT, and I believe it was I think a War Games match or a multiple tag team match. But he did very well, which I'm not surprised. Most football players, if they're trained and they put they're trained like shit. If one of the requirements to be a football player is to take ballet, so you be light on your feet, like you know, quite sure you can transition that. And especially if you actually put your mind to it, everything starts up here. If you're heading in it, you ain't gonna take right. But apparently, it's gonna be Vince McMahon. Most likely, they're saying he could have a match against Pat McAfee. Apparently, Vince McMahon is gonna be on Pat McAfee's YouTube show. So that's just something that's been thrown out there. Most likely, I'm hoping that it's going to be Austin Theory versus um, um, Pat McAfee because it makes way more sense. And of course, there's no surprises. Other people and YouTubers have been throwing that out there. It makes way more sense for that to happen. Fucking Vince is 76 years old. Been about almost over a decade since his last match, and it was really a brawl, which was against CM Punk. It was more like I believe it was like a no holds bar match, but I believe if I remember correctly. But going the other thing I wanted to touch on is Cesaro. Now, I'm gonna do rant on that a little bit. Now, like I said, I'm happy for him, but how about now? Let's look on the other side. You lost another main event person, Vince. You lost somebody else that can go in the ring. Now he was getting television time, and that short feud that he had with Roman Reigns was in part due to the fact that Brian Danielson was there, and he was part of the creative team at the time, and he pushed for him. A lot of these matches that we saw before Brian left was because of him. All right, and by the way, that is kind of the downside to him leaving, with stuff like that happening. But I'm glad he did leave, and he's happy. He can go ahead and have to wrestle the way he wants to wrestle. Brian Danielson, I should say, and he doesn't want to take it for granted. He doesn't want to be pigeonholed, and I respect that. But we are kind of suffering a little bit because he's not there anymore. But I'm glad he did leave. I'm glad he's happy, and he should be happy. But I wouldn't be honestly. I want him to stay in AEW, but if he was to go ahead and retire 4 years from now and then go back and be part of the creative team, then by all means. And if his voice actually matters to Vince, if he's still alive and kicking, I mean his fucking mother was what 100 and damn, what was it 100 and fucking 203 when she passed. God bless her soul. About a month ago, so he's probably if Vince is still around and whoever was left in charge is give he does give a damn if he does go back. I'm just speculating. If he ever does go back, and be part of and that's the part of be creative, Daniel Bryan. I wouldn't be mad. Like I said, I'm a wrestling fan. I want WWE to do better, but just like not Vince and Bruce around. Bruce, the ultimate yes man, the ultimate ass kisser motherfucker. Like nah. Yeah. Other news. This is not gonna be other news that we wanted to touch on was see this it was Edge. Edge was I think I mentioned this before. He was teasing that Cody might be coming in. He said, I want somebody that's undeniable, which is Cody's one of his phrases. From from he had actually a short-lived series where he would do interviews with when AEW was first starting. He would do like backstage interviews, like my last probably about 10 minutes, where he was like he did one with QT Marshall. He did one what if it's been so long? It's been about a year and a half. This is right before this is like 2019, early on. He said and it's like it give it background even with the referees. So it was like it was called from deniable to undeniable. It was something like that. I think if you type into YouTube, you can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, he that was one of his catchphrases. So, and I already ranted on this already. But yeah, but if you didn't catch the video, catch it. So it's been there about about almost 2 weeks. But uh, Cody, you got some fucking. If this is what you're, I'm hoping this is all work and it means something bigger. I hope it's something tied into what Tony Khan. By the way, Tony Khan has something so big that he has a non-disclosure agreement. He's hoping he'll be able to talk about it this Wednesday. I'm hoping so too because I'm getting. I don't mind. Listen, I like the fact that Tony Khan gets excited and he's passionate, and I can't tell. I'm not going to say needs to calm down. And if he has an announcement, he has an announcement, and he doesn't need the, any of this. Like certain people want to say, oh, he can't draw a number without teasing a surprise. Like he didn't tease Malachi. Malachi came 30 days, in about 32 days after his non-complete cause was up. He didn't tease that. He just popped the fuck up and then gave the spinning back kick to Cody right in his fucking face. And damn, I think he did it to Arn Anderson too. Fuck both of them up when he popped up this past spring. I mean, he doesn't. It's like right now he has a lot of a lot of shit that and a lot of people whose contract is up, whose non complete cause I should say is up coming up. And if he wants to tease it, let him fucking tease it. He's excited. At least he's passionate about this. All right, and that's what the fuck we need. Like like in order for when you're a coach, when you're a manager, whatever, and this is his promotion. I mean, this is something he fucking daydream. He literally, as a hobby, daydream. He would write out episodes. This was episodes of stuff that he did as a hobby as a fucking teenager. He had notebooks called Dynamite, you know, and he knew what this show he knew what the show was called and everything. He was booking stuff like he like names like the acclaimed. He said that would be a great tag team name, and he got it. He has the acclaim there. He has names that he has slotted in his head or wrote down that he's putting people in to go slowly, and he's building something. He's not just using old stars to come in. He's not. But if somebody got released or unjustly fired or wants to jump ship just because of money, not necessarily because of more money, because they're unhappy. Because back when WCW and WWF at the time were going head to head, that was one of the things. Oh, it was a bidding war. It's no. Look, Tony has a budget and he has a plan. Okay, it's not gonna and he has to cap it somewhere. Somewhere has to be a cap at the most and at the least what he's gonna spend, and he's doing that. And he's sticking to it. And he didn't bring Buddy Matthews didn't come in right away. I mean, he did a few independent shows, and then he's like, right, well, let me slide him here, let me slide him in this spot, and it made a lot of sense. He got hot, in the street, and then he can, and I'm saying it's like it's it's like there's certain like what either rap pop whatever, you drop a single, then you drop the album, okay, or you'll do a couple of local shows. Then that way they do that way you build up buzz, okay, and then you go ahead and go in there. I mean, he might have he might have already had signed them and then did tell nobody and just say, look, go ahead and do these shows, and then we bring you in at this time because we have it's so much going on. Like every pay per view means something. We only got, and then we also got specials that go on, like Fight for the Fallen. What it's gonna be Patrick's Day. It's gonna be St. Patrick's Day Bash is coming up. I'm quite sure it's gonna be an annual event. It was a great show. If you don't remember, that's where Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa had the Lights Out match. Coming up on it was in it was in St. Patrick's Day. But if I remember right, that's in no, April, I believe. So yeah, so we're coming full circle with a lot of shit, and 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 anyway, like I said, I'm not gonna rant. I'm gonna save some more ranting on WS on what happened with SmackDown. It's just, I think I already talked about that last time. So so anyway, this is your my thoughts on this is on this Monday, this beautiful Monday on the East Coast. Very It's sunny, no clouds out. It's pushing 60 degrees. It feels like, if I'm not mistaken. Um, Monday, February 28th, about to be March the 1st. Like this year, look like year's about to fly by just like last year's did. And we didn't need to be in last year no longer than we had to be. So I'm glad it flew by. But go ahead, like, subscribe. Let me know. Comment and check out my other channel. This where I do some musical reactions. Corn Requiem's on there. I do a short review, and I'm diving into Corn 3, their third album they did with Ross Robinson. Ross Robinson produced. So if you like some metal, like some alternative rock, go ahead. My channel is it's called Walkman Z. One word. You type it in. So go ahead and hit me on that. So later. Like I said, like, share, subscribe.